Are you suffering from lumbar sprain and strain from lifting heavy weights such as deadlifts and squats, and you don't know how to restore the muscle connection from your brain to your lumbar spine safely and effectively? Hi, my name is Annie and welcome back to my channel, Annie Pilates Physical Therapist. Join me and my friend Sandy, who's suffering from lumbar strain when she did deadlift and squat with a heavier weight 2 weeks ago, and she's still recovering and she hasn't been able to lift weights without hurting her back. That's why I'm doing this program for her to restore her back muscle connection without straining her lumbar spine. Can you explain, Sandy, what you feel on your lumbar spine when you lift weights? A low back area. Yeah. And what kind of pain? Is it dull, achy, or sharp?
Dull and sharp at the same time, but it doesn't radiate anywhere else.
Yeah. So it sounded like a lumbar facet arthropathy, which is the lumbar spine also has the joints stack up together, vertebrae, right? And then it has a spinous process, and each spinous process has the facet joint. It's like a sliding door of our back. The facet prevents you from hurting your spinal cord with excessive flexion, extension, rotation, and side flexion in different multiplanar movements. And when you do excessive force and the fulcrum is in your lumbar spine, and if you did your deadlift the wrong way, where you instead of having your spine in neutral position, which happens a lot when you go heavier and you started rounding your back instead of keeping your upper back engaged. So the fulcrum, instead of hinging through your hips like this, hinging through your hips, you started rounding, and when you pull, that area is where you hurt your back. So today, we're gonna do muscle body awareness using the foam roller as a proprioceptive feedback. I just released my foam roller, and you can click the link on the description below and access for the early bird. It's already launched, and when you order my foam roller, you're gonna receive this special soft foam roller, great for beginners. It's a pre-order sale, which means you're gonna get the foam roller in a couple of weeks instead of as soon as possible like Amazon. But because it's specialized, it's great for back pain relief. It's hard to find a soft foam roller. I have a lot of my patients and online students who's suffering using the foam roller because it's too firm. And this is soft. There's 3 inches. There's also 6 inches. I recommended 3 inches for absolute beginners. But if you can tolerate and feel the more pressure with the 6 inches. So this is 3 inches. The blue one is a little bit firmer, but it's still soft. And the purple one, it's so much softer, right, Sandy? So today, we're gonna start creating this beautiful biofeedback by placing the foam roller on our mid-back area. So we're gonna lie down on it like this and sit on it. So this is 36 inches length. Slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let me know if there's any pain on your back, okay, Sandy? Is there any pain? Good. So because she really hurt her lumbar spine, it's good to give that feedback. So usually you lose connection on your lumbar spine. And then I want her to slowly hold on to the floor with her hands down and do gentle marching and balance, and lift one leg up as you breathe out. Inhale down, and then exhale, switch to the other side. It's hard to balance, right? So what we're doing, we're engaging your hip flexors as you breathe in and breathe out. So far, so good, Sandy. Is there any pain increasing on your back? It just feels good, right? Making sure you take a deep breath and breathe out as you lift your leg, alternating left and right. And we don't want to add more compression. We're just slowly opening that area, giving your body some feedback. 2 more to go. So I'm going to open my back master class December 1st. So check out the link on the description below. For an early bird waitlist sale, it's cheaper for those early bird. So don't miss out to be guided by me to have a stronger core, improve your posture, and regain life without back pain. Last one, Sandy. Good job. How are you feeling? It's feeling better, right? Now we're gonna do some leg extension with your leg up straight to the heavens. So far, so good. And then slowly go down. Take a deep breath all the way down to the floor with your heels down. Exhale, lift. And then down. Squeezing your core in, keeping your core engaged. So you know when it's doing well when there's no more pain. But if there's increasing pain, every time you lift, you stop. It means you're not ready yet. Listen to your body. I believe no pain is not no gain. Actually, pain is a signal that something is off. Pain is a signal to stop, listen to your body, and do something that's more productive to strengthen without overstraining your lumbar spine. Last one. And then switch to the other side. Bend your left knee, support your balance. Extend your right. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift. And down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. So far, so good, Sandy. It feels good, right? 4 more. Squeezing your core in as you lift. You want to make sure you engage your abdominal muscles. 2 more. Last one. It helps open up your back, right? Good job, Sandy. Now slowly roll off the foam roller. And now we're going to place the foam roller on kneeling position. We're going to learn how to hinge our back. Instead of hinging to your lumbar spine, we're going to hinge through your hip joint. So from this position, you're going to slowly lean forward, keeping that foam roller on your back. If the foam roller starts lifting up, it means you're putting pressure on your lumbar spine. Keeping it aligned from your head all the way to your buttocks. This is hip hinge, and you're hinged through your hips. You're bending your back, leaning forward, keeping your back straight. Can you feel the stretch? And then all the way down if you can. Is there any pain on your mid-back? Good. Can you feel the stretch on your hips?
Yes.
So this will help you give feedback for proper deadlift someday. And then slowly go back to full tall kneeling position. Take a deep breath through your nose. Exhale, zip it up. Squeeze your core in, protect your spine, engage, and then hunch. Try not to hyperextend your back. Sandy, you're hyperextending. Try to tilt your pelvis in a little bit. So for her, if you notice, there's a lot of curvature on her lumbar spine. I want her to touch it a little bit and then hinge. Can you feel that? It's a stretch, right? It's a beautiful stretch. Do you like it? So this is her homework to recover the muscle strain on her lumbar facet as well as her lumbar muscles, the erector spinae, and some multifidi muscles that support her low back muscles. So hinge, make sure you're touching everything, and then because this is a soft foam roller, it's easier to touch. Make sure your head is touching also. There you go, Sandy. And keeping it straight. Good. Can you feel the stretch? Make sure you're not bending the foam roller too much. There you go. So if you notice, I don't want hyperextending of my back. I want a little bit posterior tilt, which means touching the lumbar spine against the foam roller. And then tall kneeling position. So this helps strengthen your back because you need to continue bending forward. You don't want to restrict yourself, right? You have to pick up something on the floor, right? Sometimes, Sandy, with your kids. And that's when you keep pulling your back if you don't know how to hinge through your hips. And keeping your spine, relearning proper neutral spine position. And that's why it's nice. You can use sticks as well, but I like the foam roller because it's soft, right? It's easier to hold, and you can switch on both sides. If your arms are getting tired, you can switch, Sandy, from left arm to the right. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hinge. Last one. See, your back is much more malleable, right? It feels like it's getting stretched really well. Slow and steady. You don't want to do this too fast. You have to listen to your body. Now with the foam roller in front of you, we're going to do a beautiful forward child pose position. So take a deep breath, and then we're going to slowly roll it down through your spine and stretch. So far, so good on your lumbar spine, Sandy. Any pain? Good. So she's decompressing her spine. And then you can slowly lower your hips all the way down to your heels for a deeper stretch. Inhale. Exhale, slow and steady roll up. And my recommendation is to do that at least 10 repetitions and hold it at least 5 seconds for absolute beginner and roll down again. Feels good on the shoulders as well, right, Sandy? Especially if you're lifting heavy weights. Inhale. And carrying your babies, taking care of everyone, right? Exhale, roll up. Inhale and roll down. Last one. So my recommendation is to do 10 repetitions and at least 5 seconds, up to 10 seconds hold. Good job. The next one is we're going to do downward dog. This will help decompress your spine. If you can't do this yet, that's fine. You can always progress next time. We're going to hold on to the foam roller. Take a deep breath, grab the mat with your toes, and lift off your hips up, keeping your back straight. And if you're tight, like Sandy, you can soften your knee and then march left and right. You feel the stretch on your low back, Sandy? And someday, you can progress by keeping your back straight and knee straight. That's how tight she is from the injury. And that's why she's hurting her hamstrings when she squats, right? She's feeling it on her hamstrings instead of her glutes because she's very tight on her, and go all the way down on her hamstring. Any increasing pain, Sandy? Can you feel the stretch on your hamstring? Good. And this will help her decrease the pressure on her lumbar spine because if you're tight on your hamstring, it pulls your back, right? It makes sense now, right? This is going to be your warm-up before you start lifting weights someday. It makes sense now, right? I'm glad we're doing this. Okay, we have 3 more to go. So my recommendation is to do 10 reps. If you want me to do a follow-along video next time, just leave a comment down below. And you want a follow-along video with this one, and me and Sandy will do it for you guys. Right, Sandy? And it's good for her, right? And for everyone. Take a deep breath. Shift your body weight forward. And then downward dog. See how tight her hamstrings, right? And then soften your knees if you can't lock yet and march left and right. Good. Pushing your knee down, really locking if you can. As long as there's no pain on your lumbar spine. And you can see Sandy's movement. It's very tight. And don't worry, it will come along. Consistency is key. And slowly go down. And that's my top exercises you can do to help heal a strain, a sprain, or some facet syndrome that happened on your lumbar spine. And I have a video you can check out as well, a yoga flow for lumbar facet syndrome that she's experiencing, like a sliding door that's a little bit stuck. And every time she lifts heavy, it starts compressing. The sliding door gets stuck more, like you need WD-4. Thank you, Sandy. And this is lubricating her spine. So the first exercise we did a beautiful marching and kicks with the vertical foam roller. So it's my top 5 exercises you can start right now. And then we did the hinging, right? And then we did the child pose. And then we did a lovely downward dog. This is my top 5 exercises you can do to help recover from a lumbar sprain and strain safely and effectively. So try to limit no lifting heavy weights yet. Heal your spine and slowly progress. Do the right form without weights first. So we're going to practice deadlift and squat, just body weight, and then slowly progress again to slowly heal and continue warming up doing this and then cooling down as well. You're welcome. You feeling better? That's great. So if you have any questions about my back masterclass, early bird waitlist down below. I'm so excited to meet my new students. And the foam roller release. I'm so excited for you guys to try my foam roller because I really waited for almost a year. Look into how to get the best foam roller out there with good mechanics for your body without hurting your spine, because there's a lot of foam rollers out there that could hurt you. And my foam rollers are very soft and easy to use, great for beginners. I'm hoping you enjoyed my video. If you want to learn more about how to relieve your back from facet syndrome, watch this video over here. And this is another follow-along video that you can try. Until my next video training, always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy you. Bye! Thank you, Sam.